Jon Schaffer from Iced Earth, and you're watching Rockin' Live. Met Stu originally on his old band Into Eternity opened for us in 2008 for a few shows. I'm not sure how many, but so that was the first time I met him. But regarding him doing work in Iced Earth, that was basically the contact was made from one of the main people at Century Media. Told me I should take a look at him, and so I did. I watched a couple of their videos on YouTube, and I was really impressed with his spirit, you know, the look in his eyes and the attitude and everything. But at that point, I wasn't really sure about, you know, the voice, because he was doing death metal. Now, he did show me a lot of potential because of the high, you know, Halford-like screams he could do, and he had some really nice tones in his voice on the chorus parts. And but what I really needed to discover was if he had the middle range in his voice, because that's where Iced Earth's music it lies, most of it, you know, there. So thank you. So yeah, he actually came and tried out, and it was killer. And you know, he was willing to try things that he never did before with his voice, and I mean, it was great. It was like, and he was excited because all of a sudden these new sounds are opening up, and I'm kind of coaching him through it and telling him what we're looking for. And we from a co-writing standpoint, man, we just have a great thing going. There's just good chemistry in general, and Stu is very committed to the band, and that's something for the last 10 years we really haven't had a fully committed frontman, and now we do. And so, you know, we're coming back with a vengeance. I think it's pretty obvious when you hear the music that we are. So, well, yeah, we were talking to some other people, and we were reviewing a lot of different tapes, but really, he was the only one that I tried out, and there was no need to go any further. You know, I knew right away. I mean, I knew, like, the first song we wrote together was "End of Innocence," and it happened so fast, and it just felt so right. It was like, there's really not a point in looking any further. This feels good, and so that's what I usually trust is my gut, and it usually doesn't fail me. So the music was done. I did the arrangements, and Troy contributed a few parts on this album. But lyrically and when we speak of vocal melodies, yeah, we did do that together. That was, you know, Stu contributed a lot. I mean, a lot more than, and it's great for me to have a vocalist that can come up with really cool hooks, and you know, so there's two of us now that can do that, and that makes it that much stronger, you know. So that's another weapon in the arsenal. So it's cool. It's definitely stripped back. It's more sort of. I wanted it to be raw and punchy and very aggressive, and so we got that. I mean, we got it with the drums were the rhythm section is recorded killer. I'm very happy with it because, I mean, and one of the things I did is I cleaned up my guitar sound quite a bit compared to the last, I don't know, probably since Horror Show. It's had more gain on it than it did before that, and so I cleaned it up some, and it just seemed to really work with what it was that we were trying to achieve with this from a production standpoint, and it works great with the bass and the drums. The rhythm section sounds great on this. Everything does. So.
And who's the producer?
Jim Morris and myself. We did it together.
All right. Okay.
Well, we'd be opening for this particular band that I'm thinking of that was influenced by Iced Earth, and that's Volbeat. Michael's a big Iced Earth fan, and I never really got to know the guy until Grass Pop this year, and I drank a bottle of Johnny Walker, and he drank a bottle of Jack, and we had a great time. And he told me the story of, you know, how he went the day the first album came out. He had just enough money to get, you know, on the bus to get to the record store to get back home, and he's been into the band ever since. And so, but we would be opening for Volbeat for sure, because they're getting big, and they deserve it. It's cool stuff. It's my favorite new band, actually. anybody that can take those kind of influences and everything from Iced Earth and Metallica, Social Distortion, Elvis, and Johnny Cash, and make something as badass as Volbeat out of it is like, that's amazing. You know, it's just when you think nothing original can be done, a guy like Michael comes along and proves you wrong. So it's really cool. It's very refreshing and inspiring music. So
Great.
first record I ever bought was Kiss Alive, the day it came out. I was 7 years old. Alive One, yeah. I was 7 years old, man. I was a punk kid, but yeah, I remember very well. I mean, I never played anybody else's music until Iced Earth had many records out. So, but the bands I listened to are Sabbath, Deep Purple, Kiss, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, you know, all that. The old wave of British heavy metal and the new wave of British heavy metal. That's where I came from. And I mean, there's a couple American bands in there. You got Kiss, obviously. Oyster Cult. I was into them too, and they're American guys. But mostly it's the British stuff.
Right.
Looking forward to coming back. I mean, Iced Earth is back, you know, and we're back with a vengeance, and we have a committed front man who's going to, you know, I mean, we love Matt, and we're, you know, sorry he left, but that's the choice that he wanted to make in his life, and we're moving forward, and we got a guy now who's, I think, is going to very pleasantly surprise people. And you're watching Rock In Live.